Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel, guys. You've got Bert and Lanny, your favorite dividend investors out there by far. And today we are here to talk about a lot of sales that have been happening, a lot of potential sales that have been happening here in the Dividend Diplomats world, specifically mine, guys. We're going to talk about one stock that I've been waiting to dissolve of, which I only really eliminated half the position through a covered call that actually got assigned. And I've got another stock that's been on the chopping block, and this stock may also be assigned. You're watching this on Sunday morning, so it could have happened.
Smash that subscribe button, everybody. Give this video a thumbs up. How about your boys? The Dividend Diplomats. Part of the fun of writing these covered calls on stocks we're trying to get rid of is you set the point where you're comfortable getting rid of the position. You earn the premium along the way. Sometimes you get lucky enough where there's news that happens to cause this stock to send up spiraling that gets you potentially out the door of a position you're looking to eliminate from your portfolio.
Just to do a recap, guys, again, my Paramount stock, this is not the video on Paramount, but I've been talking about Paramount stock, PSKY. I own 193. I had owned 193, but I had a covered call that did, was in the money last week on September 12th. It got assigned. So somebody, exercised that, got assigned their 100 shares. I said bye to mine, brought in $1,800 of capital. And I actually redeployed that already, guys. So PSKY 100 shares out of my 193 are gone. And I redeployed that 1,800, $450 a piece amongst VYM, VOO, VIG, and SCHD, and added about $41 in dividend income from doing that.
But we're not here to talk about your PSKY position. That was a great recap. It's exciting to see what happened. The situation has represented itself once again, Lanny, on another cover call, on another position that you want to kick to the curb from your portfolio.
Yep, Intel's been on the chopping block. Obviously, we all know that they don't even pay a dividend anymore, and their stock price has been terrible, a terrible, terrible performer. But what has happened the last couple of weeks is first, the US government took a huge chunk of Intel, deploying a lot of capital to Intel. That was one side, and that really kind of stabilized their stock around $24, $25 a share. And then big NVIDIA came in, guys. They said, hey, here's $5 billion. We want a few percent as well of Intel. And that sent Intel stock soaring here on September 18th. We are filming this on September 18th. So again, it's Thursday, not Friday. Sent the stock soaring, I think even above $32 per share today. But it did finish the day at $30.57. And now, Bert, finishing at $30.57 today with one more day left of the week. Again, you are watching this on Sunday, so you'll know what happened by the time this video comes out. But why is this so relevant right now for me?
Well, you wrote a cover call with a strike price of not one, not two, but $30 per share. So when you think about it, Lanny entered the day. When you woke up that morning, Intel's price was sitting around $24.95. You're like, sweet, it's going to expire out of the money. I collected my premium. I'm going to rewrite another one next week. Wake up, you see the news about NVIDIA, and it spikes up as high as 32. And you're like, sweet, this one's in the money now. See ya. And it becomes real. You're like, Intel is gone. Now, though, when it comes back down though to 30.57, you're going to be sweating this Friday out a little bit here because
yeah, this is going to be one to watch, guys. So, gosh, this will be very fun by the time this video comes out. But let's see what happens if they get assigned and I, have to depart with 100 shares of Intel. So I have about 3,000 in value there because 100 times 30. I'd be in about a $431 capital loss.
not a bad one.
So
Not a
not
bad
bad.
one.
$100, tax impact there at 24%.
Okay.
No dividends lost.
None.
I did create my own dividend though with option income this year. I generated $53.57 on Intel through today, which added about 1.79%.
Yeah.
from a yield standpoint.
Well, it's huge. I mean, taking the $53 and creating it out of nothing on a position that you don't want and doesn't pay you a dividend is huge, especially because that dividend is a goose egg. That's huge.
Exactly. And then, guys, when it comes down to, okay, what would I do with the 3,000? We already know what I did with the 1,800 with PSKY, which now it's so funny because I have 93 shares of PSKY, and I'm like, son of a gun. I'm gonna have to
All
get this.
right.
Yeah. But
Okay. So you said you had 93 left of PSKY. I can't remember. Did you tell everyone how many shares total do you have of Intel? Do you have 100 on the dot?
so it's almost on the dot. I do have 107 shares. So this one's going to be a little different to where I could sell the 7 shares, before the end of the day if I see them trading well above $30 a share, because I don't know if I'd hold on to 7 shares of Intel. But again, this could expire out of the money if it goes down to 29, and change.
Yeah, 7 shares is a lot different.
Happen.
Yeah, you're not going to have $200 of Intel, of a residual Intel position.
No, not at all. So, again, my philosophy lately has been is to exit some of these bad positions. And I'm trying to get up to that 50% ETF component of the portfolio. And this would make that journey a heck of a lot easier, just like I did with PSKY, dividing it evenly over 4 ETFs. That's exactly what I would do with the $3,000 from Intel. I would just chunk it out $750 a piece to VYM, VIG, VOO, and SCHD. Probably add somewhere between $65 and $70 in forward dividends, essentially making that much better than $0 in dividends from that Intel position that I would have owned.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. And you talk about the growth. Even just taking it out of there, not just dividends, not just dividend growth, but it's just a better position overall because Intel is a great job of catching headlines. Intel does a great job of making itself in the news, hearing about investments, but lately they just haven't been able to catch a break.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? With the public account, I could always write some cash secured puts at some point on Intel as well, guys.
Love it. That's what I did with Warner Brother Discovery. After all this news happened, on a completely different note. Yeah, I ended up I missed out on some of the gains of the Warner Brothers from there, so I just set a cash secure put for 16 after it popped up to almost 19s, and it's been working out so far. I have some room to go before it expires. $22 premium on that one, so it was
that is awesome. That's
amazing. It was $16. Sorry, it's 16. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. We're not here to talk about that. This is a great move, Lanny. You're getting rid of Intel potentially. Problem gone. Headache gone. Another stock from your portfolio gone once you sell those 7 residual shares. Cleaning it up on your journey to 50% ETF allocation. That's freaking awesome.
Oh, man. So, guys, what about you? What are you doing with your Intel position? Have you sold it by now? Are you holding on? Are you ecstatic right now with the price pump all the way up to over $30 per share at this time of this video? Let us know what you're doing with your Intel stock below, guys.
Yeah, I already subscribed to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And remember, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert the Hurt and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.